Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel. And what should you do if you get a new PC? What's the first things you should do? So, of course, some of you will have no problem in using what comes with the computer, and some will actually use Microsoft Edge. But the majority will not. The majority will want to, of course, get your favorite browser and install that instead and have it as a default. So what do you do? Of course, you'll want to download your favorite browser. In the description below, I'll have a few links, one for Google Chrome, one for Firefox, one for Opera, and which are the most popular browsers that people use in general. Of course, there are others, and you can, whatever you choose, you just choose whatever browser you feel you want to have on your PC. This is a very personal question. The browser is, everybody that uses a browser will use what they want for specific reasons, and that's fine. And whatever you want to use is fine. So the thing is, once it's installed, you have in Windows 11 a little problem that Microsoft created, and you'll have to make sure that you do it well. So once you install your favorite browser, say you have or want to install Google Chrome, what's going to happen is that the first ever time you will use Chrome, it's going to ask you, do you want it to be default? And you will say yes to that. That question will be asked only once. If you miss it out, then the only other way to do so is to manually push Chrome as a default. So how do you do that? Well, in the standard version of Windows 11, and this is going to change because the example I'm giving out here is an example that is on the Insider Preview, but eventually it'll come to also the other to the standard version of Windows, as a lot of people are a little mad at Microsoft for this. Go into your setting, if you've missed out on that. In the settings, you will go on Apps. Then Default Apps. Here, you will actually go and choose what default app you want to use. So you're going to search for an app here. So say I'm going to say Chrome, and you're going to click the Google Chrome that is there. And that's an example with Chrome, by the way. Eventually, we will have this set default button, which will be perfect because it's going to set the default for you. But or else, if you don't have that default button, everywhere you see Microsoft Edge, you can click and select Google Chrome and then click OK. This will change that default for that file. So for example here, Google Chrome, OK, and you'll see the icon change to Chrome. And do that for most of what you want to change. I would recommend at least the first two, HTML, HTML, but even more, just do it for every Edge default that you could click Google Chrome on. You'll see that there are some Edge default files that you will not be able to choose Chrome. That's because Chrome cannot open that specific item. Then you just ignore it. But whatever else you want to open, you'll open it in that default browser that you wish for that. And so do it for everything that you see that's Microsoft Edge. And that will, of course, make sure that your Google Chrome is really, really the default browser when you click links, when you click, whatever you do. If you click links in email, for example, and stuff like that. So just make sure that you make that default. But eventually you'll have that button that's going to say, yeah, just, put this software as a default. But this is much more complicated in Windows 11 than it was in Windows 10, unfortunately. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.